just like any, with the lights all burning low. Not a sound to raise suspicion, not a thing you wouldn't know. And the air don't feel much different, just a little hard to breathe. Like the ground is holding secrets no one's willing to release. Just a glance that held too steady, like they'd seen it all before then. Every door was slightly open, but no voices carried through. Just a silence that felt shared, like it belonged to more than you. There's no mark upon the surface, no sign posted on the wall, but the way they move around you says they've buried something all. No names called, no lines to cross, just something everyone has lost. And every step I take inside feels like nowhere left to hide. It's a town full of sinners tonight, no wrong declared, no proven right, just something hanging in the air, like everyone's already there. Oh, I try to tell myself I'm clean, that I'm not part of what I've seen, but every face I pass along feels like it knows I don't belong. The windows show a kind of normal, meals half-eaten, lights still on. But there's something in the stillness, like the meaning's almost gone. No one speaks of what they carry, no one dares to name the weight, but it lingers in the quiet, like it's learned to tolerate. I sat down in a corner, tried to listen, tried to hear, but the silence had a language that was clearer than the fear. No truth to tell, no lie to break, just something everyone will take. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's running just as deep. just like always. Nothing changed, nothing new, but the silence feels connected in a way I can't undo. And if you ever find a place where nothing feels out of place, don't assume that means it's clean. It might just mean it's all the same. The church bells ring, but not for peace. They echo through a broken release, and every note feels sharp and thin, like something trying to begin. The stained glass burns in morning light, but nothing here feels wholly right. And in the hush between each prayer, she knew something was hidden there. She walked the halls like she belonged, but something in her felt too strong, too sharp for all the words they prayed, too clear for sins they tried to fade. Her father spoke with steady tone, but never when she was alone. And every sermon he would give seemed like a place where lies could live. She found the book beneath the stair, locked tight like someone hid it there. Not scripture clean, not gospel pure, but something darker at its core. She didn't scream, she didn't run, just read the truth that came undone. And every page she turned too fast pulled her deeper into past. The preacher's daughter knew too much that day about the things he'd swept away. No holy light, no saving grace could hide the truth upon her face. Oh, she tried to speak, she tried to flee, but truth don't always set you free. And every word she tried to show was something they refused to know. The basement door was always locked, but late at night she heard it talk. Not voices clear, but shifting sound, like something breathing underground. A shovel leaned against the wall, like it remembered every call. And every stain she couldn't place felt like it carried someone's face. She wrote it down in quiet ink, the things they never dared to think. But paper burns and truth will hide when fear is standing right outside. She held the weight without a word. Too much was seen, too much was heard, and every truth she couldn't trust turned into falling dust. The preacher's daughter knew too much that night about the shadows out of sight. No sanctuary, no disguise could save her from what truth implies. Oh, she tried to speak, she tried to flee, but truth don't always set you free. And every step she tried to take just led to something they would break. They say she vanished without trace, but I still see her hidden face in every mirror cracked and worn, in every silence newly born. The preacher never changed his tone, still stood there preaching all alone. But something in his eyes went still, like something finally lost its will. And every hymn the church still sings feels heavier than broken things, like someone left the truth behind that echoes through the preacher's mind. It ain't the book, it ain't the sin, it's everything that's trapped within. Every secret left to grow becomes the thing you cannot know. And truth don't always wear a crown, sometimes it burns whole kingdoms down. Till every prayer you try to clutch can't save you from what's known too much. The preacher's daughter knew too much to stay, and there was nothing left to say. No holy path, no second chance, just silence in her final glance. So she tried to warn, she tried to be the voice they never let be free. And every truth she couldn't show still haunts the ground below. Now I don't pray, I don't believe, I just remember what I see. No faith to save, no lies to clutch, just what she knew too much. And if you ever hear her name whispered soft like dying flame, don't look too close, don't stay too long, or you'll learn what went so wrong. The bells still ring, the choir sings, the choir sings, the choir sings, but something darker softly clings. The bells still ring, the choir sings, but something darker softly clings. And I remain where shadows touch with the truth she knew too much. The radio hissed in fading light, like it couldn't decide on right or night. Static curled like smoke and wrong, and then it played my favorite song. And something in it wasn't mine, it carried someone else's time. I swear I left it long ago, a tune only I should know, played on strings I never named, in places memory never came. But there it was, too clean, too clear, like it had learned to appear from somewhere deeper than the past, like it was never meant to last. The rhythm bent in subtle ways, like it was studying my gaze. And every note that filled the air felt like someone listening there. The room got still, the shadows leaned, like they had all already seen. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into something deep. The devil learned my favorite song somehow, and he's singing it right now. No wrong or right, just something wrong inside my favorite song. Oh, I tried to turn it down, I tried to flee, but it kept coming back to me. And every line I try to hide still echoes on the other side. played on any dial. No human hand, no radio mile, just air itself beginning to hum, like something finally had become. The melody bent out of shape, like it had learned how to escape the meaning I once gave it then, and turned it back again. And in that sound I swear I knew it wasn't just about me too. It carried voices in the grain that sounded just like pain. The walls absorbed it line by line, like they had memorized the rhyme. And every note I thought I owned had found a darker tone. The devil learned my favorite song too well, and it fits him just as well. No holy tune, no saving wrong, just my own favorite song. Oh, I tried to stop it, tried to run, but it was already done. And every chorus I deny still lives beneath the sky. Now every time I hear that sound, it feels like something spinning round. Not outside me, not apart, but somewhere buried in my heart. Like music isn't just a thing, but something darker it can bring when it learns your name, your pace, and takes your private place. And I don't know if I compose the part it loves the most, or if it always knew the way to make me hear it play. It ain't the tune, it ain't the chord, it's everything you can't ignore. Every sound you try to shun still gets inside your blood. And songs don't always stay benign, sometimes they cross the line, till everything you thought was yours belongs to something more. The devil learned my favorite song from me, and I don't think I'm still free. No end in sight, no place to run, just music I've become. Oh, I tried to silence it, tried to stay, but it plays on anyway. And every breath I try to keep still hums inside my sleep. Now I don't listen, I don't pretend, I let the melody descend. No start, no stop, no final line, just something that is mine. And if you ever hear that sound where something feels too tightly wound, don't sing along, don't let it in, or it will learn you to again. The radio's gone, the night runs long, but still I hear that same old song, and I remain where echoes belong, with the devil who learned my song. The sky hung low like a bruise too wide, no stars to keep the dark inside, just silence stretched across the land, like something waiting hand in hand. The air was dry, the wind stood still, like it was waiting for a will. The streetlights flickered one by one, like they were watching what I'd done. No comfort left in yellow glow, just shapes that moved too slow. The town was quiet, doors locked tight, like even walls had learned the fright. And every shadow on the ground seemed to be breathing without sound. The dogs went missing from their chains, the rivers pulled back all their stains, and in that hush I understood. Something was waking in the wood. The night leaned in, it held its breath like it was starving for what's left. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it might confess. The night was thirsty for blood that day, and there was nothing in its way. No mercy left, no light to save, just hunger carved into the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the dark had opened wide, and every step I tried to flee still called the night back after me. The trees been low without a wind, like they remembered where it's been. A whisper crawled across the dirt, like something learning how to hurt. The fences broke without a sound, as if the ground itself unbound. And every moment passing through felt like it already knew. I saw the sky begin to lean, too close, too heavy, too obscene, like it was lowering its face to drink from every empty place. The world went still, the edge grew thin, like something wicked lived within. And every breath I tried to keep just sank into the deep. The night was thirsty for blood again that night. No angels left within its sight, no holy shield, no saving hand, just hunger spreading through the land. Oh, I tried to scream, I tried to pray, but sound was taken away, and every path I tried to leave just fed what won't reprieve. The ground itself began to shift, like something underneath would lift. Not beast, not ghost, not living thing, just absence wearing everything. And in that moment, cold and slow, I felt what I was meant to know, that hunger doesn't need a face, it only needs a place. The night don't kill, it only takes the line where something breaks, and every truth I tried to bend became the means of my end. It ain't the dark, it ain't the fear, it's everything that gathers here. Every silence left unspun still hungers for someone. Nights don't sleep or feel or cry, they just consume what passes by, till everything you thought was good becomes the thirst in the wood. The night was thirsty for blood in me, and I don't think I'm still free. No dawn to break, no light to save, just hunger digging through the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the night was on my side, and every breath I tried to claim still whispers in my name. Now I don't stand beneath the sky, I let the darkness pass me by, knowing to find no truth to keep, just something that refuses sleep. And if you ever hear that sound of silence pulling all around, don't stay too still, don't look too long, or you'll become the night's next song. The wind returns, but not the same. It carries something without a name, and I remain where shadows bud from nights still thirsty for blood. went quiet in the fields, like even earth refused to yield. No crickets sang, no dogs would call, just silence swallowing it all. The porch light flickered pale and thin, like it knew what I was in. I didn't speak it out loud, but something moved through every crowd, from hollow towns to river bends, where every story never ends. The rumor traveled slow and low, through places only ghosts would go, and every mile of broken ground seemed to repeat the sound. No telegram, no written word, just something everyone had heard. Like truth don't need a name or face to find its rightful place. The trees leaned in, the fields went still, like they were part of some larger will. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into the deep. The South heard what I did that night and turned away from the light. No place to run, no place to hide, just judgment spreading wide. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but it followed after me. And every road I try to take still knows the price I made. The church bell stopped mid-final ring, like even faith forgot to sing. And every preacher turned his eyes away from what the truth implies. The rivers ran a little dry, like they refused to testify. And every shadow on the ground seemed to lean into the sound. The town don't shout, it just declines to ever draw a final line. It lets the silence do the work, where guilt begins to lurk. The wind don't judge, it just repeats what memory can't defeat. And every step I try to hide just brings it to my side. The South heard what I did and wouldn't sleep. It kept it buried in the deed. No mercy left, no alibi, just whispers under sky. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it all gave me away. And every breath I try to find still carries what I left behind. Now every porch I pass at night feels like it knows I'm in its side. Not spoken loud, not carved in stone, but something I have always known. The land remembers every sin and folds it gently deep within, till everything you thought was gone still echoes on and on. And I can feel it when I breathe. The South don't ever really leave. It ain't the towns, it ain't the trees, it's everything that hears and sees. Every truth we try to keep still roams the southern deep. And secrets don't just fade away, they learn the land, they learn to stay, till everything you try to hide becomes the earth's inside. The South heard what I did for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No road ahead, no place behind, just echoes in my mind. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray,
hesitate. Still knows what I made. I don't pretend. I let the silence never end. No truth to fix, no lie to bind, just something look behind. And if you ever feel that hush, where even night don't rush, don't say a word, don't meet its eye, or the South will know you lie. The wind still waits, the fields stay dim, but something never leaves within. And I remain where echoes bid. The South still knows what I did.
The dark was heavy, close and slow, like it forgot how to let go. No sound to break it, no delay, just breathe held tight in what I'd say. And in my hands so small and thin, a spark that barely fit within. I struck the match against the night and watched it learn to eat the light. Not flame at first, but something near, like hesitation born from fear. It trembled once, then found its voice, like it had never had a choice. And in that glow so soft and weak, it seemed to almost speak. The air leaned in, the shadows bent, like something old and heaven sent, but wrong in ways I couldn't name. As if the fire knew my shame. The flame grew tall, then bowed its head, like something holy left unsaid. And every second passing by felt like a whispered cry. I lit the match and watched it pray that night, and tremble in broken light. No rage, no roar, just something small, like it believed in all. Oh, I tried to blink, I tried to flee, but it was looking back at me. And every breath I try to take feels like the world might break. It danced without a guiding hand, like it was trying to understand why darkness doesn't let things stay the way they start that way. The walls went soft, the room went thin, like something else had moved within. And every flicker on the floor seemed to open up a door, not outward, not to anywhere, but inward, like it lived in air. And everything I tried to hide was standing by its side. The flame don't burn the same for all. Sometimes it rises just to fall. And every thought I tried to keep just drifted into sleep. I lit the match and watched it pray for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No final word, no place to stay, just light that fades away. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside. And every step I try to make still shakes in what it takes. Then it bent low, then went still, like it had finished what it will. And in the ashes, soft and gray, I heard what it might say. Not language, not a sound at all, just something waiting for the fall of everything I thought was mine into a softer line. And when the flame had finally gone, I wasn't sure what lingered on. It ain't the match, it ain't the fire, it's everything we don't retire. Every spark we set in place still learns to show its face. And flames don't always rise and burn. Sometimes they teach us how to learn that everything we try to pray still fades the same old way. I lit the match and watched it pray for me, and it stayed inside my memory. No end in sight, no truth to say, just embers in the grave. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to stay, but it had already gone away. And every breath I try to find still flickers in my mind. Now I don't strike, I don't return, I let the darkness gently burn. No light to keep, no truth to weigh, just something gone away. And if you ever feel that glow where shadows start to slow, don't trust its warmth, don't trust its grace, or you'll see your own face. The night goes on, the wind runs thin, but something always starts within. And I remain where embers stray, where I lit the match and watched it pray. Like it remembered what I learned. No witnesses, no final plea, just silence staring back at me. The wind moved slow through broken trees, like it was carrying memories. And every step I tried to keep lived to my alibi 6 feet deep. They asked me where I was that night, underneath that pale street light. I said I don't recall the time, but truth don't always speak in rhyme. The sheriff's eyes were sharp and still, like he already knew the will of something buried out of sight, where nothing wrong can turn to right. The town don't talk, it just pretends that every story makes amends, but dirt remembers what The shovel leaned against the stone like it was never left alone, just waiting for another hand to understand what can't withstand. The preacher spoke, but not for me, just for the crowd and memory. But every word he tried to send couldn't bring it back again. The earth was soft, too soft to lie, too easy for the truth to die. And every clump of fallen clay just sealed the words I couldn't say. The night don't judge, it just observes. It keeps the shape of every curve, and every lie I try to weave still breathes beneath the leaves. My alibi was 6 feet deep that night, gone before the morning light. No defense, no last appeal, just what the earth refuses to heal. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stay, but nothing ever fades away. And every truth I can't delete still lies beneath my feet. I stood there longer than I should, where nothing evil feels like good, just weight of silence growing strong, like I've been carrying it too long. And in the stillness I could see not just the grave, but part of me, not dead, not gone, but underneath. The reason I can't find release, the dirt don't speak, it doesn't shout, it just knows what I'm about. And every breath I take alone feels like I'm standing on a stone. It ain't the grave, it ain't the ground, it's everything I never found. Every truth I tried to keep still breathing 6 feet deep. And alibis don't fade away, they just get buried where they stay, till every lie you try to defend becomes the place it never ends. My alibi was 6 feet deep for me, and it's the only truth I see. No turning back, no clean slate free, just what the earth remembers me. Oh, I tried to lie, I tried to run, but the burial had already begun. And every breath I can't unkeep still lies 6 feet deep. Now I don't dig, I don't pretend, I just return here now and then. No truth to fix, no past to weep, just silence 6 feet deep. And if you ever lose your way, where shadows grow and truths decay, don't trust the ground, don't trust what's deep. You'll find your alibi asleep. The wind still moves, the night runs thin, but something never lets me win. And I remain where echoes creep, with my alibi 6 feet deep. Bury me deep beneath the black oak tree, with the chains you forged to silence me. Throw the dirt and say your last goodbye, but don't you dare believe I've died. 'Cause the thunder knows my name too well. I walk through fire and I've lived through hell. I hear the devil whisper soft and low, lay down boy, just let go. But I ain't built to break that way. I'll rise again come judgment day, 'cause no grave can hold me down. I climb back up from underground, through the dust and through the stone. I'll fight my way back home when the dead start making sound. No grave can hold me down. The ground was cold when I returned, like it remembered what I learned. No witnesses, no final key, just silence staring back at me. The wind moves slow through. fading light, and there it was, calm as defeat. The devil sat in my passenger seat. No horns, no fire, no burning red, just a smile I couldn't forget. And every mile I tried to run felt like it had already been done. I didn't see him get inside, no door slam, no place to hide. He was just there when I looked right, like he was born into the night. He said, "You look like you've been far." I said, "I don't know where we are." He laughed like that was answer enough, like life was always meant to be rough. The road ahead was empty, black, no signs to tell me where I'm at. And every curve I tried to take seemed like a choice I didn't make. He tapped the glass, he hummed a tune like the night belonged to no one soon. And every thought I tried to keep got pulled right back too deep. The devil sat in my passenger seat tonight, talking like he's got the right. No chains on hands, no need for flame, just whispering my name. Oh, I tried to break, I tried to steer, but every road just ends in here. And every mile I try to flee, he's riding right next to me. He lit a smoke, no light, a flash, like it appeared from fading ash. And in the glow I swear I saw the outline of my own flaw. He said, "You're not as clean as you pretend." I said, "This ride will never end." He smiled again like he agreed, like I was already freed. The mirror showed us side by side, but something felt like I had died. Not body, breath, or skin or bone, just something I called my own. The engine roared but stayed in place, like time had stopped in this embrace. And every second passing through belonged more to him than to you. The devil sat in my passenger seat tonight, no wrong or right, just fading light. No way to run, no way to name the shadow wearing my name. Oh, I tried to break, I tried to steer, but every road just ends in here. And every mile I try to flee, he's riding right next to me. I asked him what he wanted here. He said, "You already volunteered," like I had signed without a pen. Somewhere back in where and when the road outside began to bend, like it refused to comprehend if forward even meant ahead, or if we'd always been misled. And in that moment, sharp and slow, I realized what I didn't know, that he don't ride beside the sin, he rides the place it starts within. It ain't the horns, it ain't the flame, it's every choice that feeds the game. Every lie you let survive keeps him right there alive. And devils don't need chains of hell, they just know you far too well, till every turn you try to make is his, no matter what you take. The devil sat in my passenger seat for me, and I think he's always been with me. No escape, no final break, just every choice I ever make. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to fight, but he just smiled in fading light. And every road I thought was free was just him driving me. Now I don't drive, I don't pretend, I know this ride will never end. No destination left to reach, just lessons he continues to teach. And if you ever hear that sound, engine humming with no ground, don't look beside you, don't turn around, or you'll see who's always around. The road goes on, the night runs thin, but I know where it all begins. And I remain where shadows meet, with the devil in my passenger seat. The river moved, but not like before. It whispered through the muddy shore. No gentle flow, no peaceful stream, just something sounding like a dream. The water dark, the sky grew dim, and the river sang like a funeral hymn. I stood alone on broken ground, where every stone refused to sound. The current low but deep inside, it carried something I can't hide. No birds above, no wind to call, just hollow trees that seemed to fall into a rhythm slow and grim, as the river sang its hymn. The banks were lined with rusted leaves, like they were mourning what it grieves. And every ripple passing by felt like a silent lullaby. The air went still, the world leaned near, like it was trying not to hear. And every breath I tried to take felt like a memory awake. The river sang like a funeral hymn that night, underneath the dying light. No peace below, no hope above, just water speaking loss of love. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to run, but the song had just begun. And every step I tried to swim, still heard that funeral hymn. Wooden cross, half sunk in mud, still marked with something used to flood. But time don't care for names it keeps, it only takes and never weeps. The current pulled at something deep, like it was trying not to keep, just letting go of all it knew into a darker shade of blue. I swear I saw a shape drift slow beneath the surface undertow, not quite alive, not fully gone, just something drifting on and on. The water hummed, the branches bent, like everything was heaven sent. But every note it tried to spin felt like a place I couldn't win. The river sang like a funeral hymn that night, carried souls beyond the sight. No name to call, no hand to save, just echoes moving through the wave. Oh, I tried to speak, I tried to scream, but it swallowed every dream. And every breath I tried to swim, still drowned in that funeral hymn. The sky grew heavy, low and wide, like it was mourning what had died. And in the water's mirrored face, I saw my own forgotten place. Not future bright, not past to keep, just something buried far too deep. And every reflection that I find feels like it's not really mine. The river doesn't choose or care, it only carries what is there. And everything I tried to hide was drifting on the other side. It ain't the water, ain't the flow, it's everything we let go. Every memory we condemn becomes a funeral hymn. And rivers don't forget river is never done, and every breath I tried to keep still drowns inside its deep. Now I don't stand on that shore, I hear that song forevermore. No peace to find, no truth to claim, just water calling out my name. And if you ever hear that sound rolling slow across the ground, don't follow close, don't lean too in, or you'll hear that funeral hymn. The river flows but not the same. It carries more than just a name, and I remain where echoes swim inside the river's funeral hymn. Never really fades. Not a silence, not an ending, just a shape that always stays. And it doesn't need attention, doesn't ask to be defined. It just waits behind the moments where I thought I left it behind. I first felt it in the quiet, when everything went still, like the world had paused for nothing, but continued anyway still. There's no form I can assign it, no edge I can contain, just a pressure in the absence that keeps returning with my name. Every thought I try to structure feels slightly out of place, like it's missing something central that I cannot replace. No rest, no break, no closing door, just something underneath it more. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's already deep. The hollow never sleeps tonight, no wrong name, no clear right, just something moving in the dark, without a body, without a mark. Oh, I tried to turn away, but it stayed within the day, and every step I thought was mine just circled something undefined. It's not inside, not outside, not a place I can escape, just a constant quiet folding that refuses to reshape. Every memory gets thinner, every meaning loses weight, like it's learning how to vanish without ever being late. I call it by no name at all, but it answers just the same. Not in voice, but in the silence that reacts when I remain. No truth to fix, no past to heal, just something I can always feel. And every step I try to take feels like it doesn't break. The hollow never sleeps, I see it was always part of me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed alive in what's inside. Oh, I stood still, I didn't fight, let it settle in the night. And every version I once knew just folded into something new. Now I don't search for meaning, let the absence do its work. There's no boundary left between us, no division left to mark. And it isn't something broken, it's just structure without form, like a thought that never finishes but still manages to transform. And then that quiet realization left to try. I stopped calling it an ending and let it occupy. It ain't what leaves you when it's gone, it's what stays when nothing's wrong. Every silence you don't break becomes the shape you can't escape. And hollows don't never rest, they only learn what's still left. So every moment you ignore becomes the thing that wants you more. The hollow never sleeps, I know. It never really lets you go. No matter how I tried to be, it stayed awake inside of me. Oh, I stopped, I didn't run, let it fall into the sun. And every breath I thought was free was just the hollow moving me. Now the silence doesn't end here, it just changes how it feels. Like the absence isn't missing, it's the only thing that's real. And if you ever feel a space that follows when you close your eyes, don't assume it disappears. It might be what survives. There's a shape that stands behind me when the light is angled right. Not a blur, not just an outline, but something half alive tonight. And it moves when I don't move it, stays a step out of control. Like it learned a way of walking that don't answer to my soul. I noticed it in passing windows where the glass don't show me clear. There's a second slight distortion, always standing somewhere near. It don't match my every motion, it don't follow like it should. Sometimes lingers just a moment, like it's thinking if it could. There's no sound when it is shifting, no reflection I can trust. Just a feeling something lingers where my outline used to adjust. No line to draw, no break to see, just something moving separately. And every time I try to turn, it stays behind but never learns. My shadow ain't my own tonight, it moves in ways I can't define. No matter how I try to stand, it slips just out of my command. Oh, I ran, I tried to hide, but it stayed locked to my side. And every step I thought was mine was something else redesigned in time. I walked beneath the streetlights low, watched it stretch and fall behind. But sometimes it arrives ahead of me, like it's breaking through the line. No source I can't confront it with, no hand I can demand. Just the sense it's slightly older, than the shape I understand. I called out once in empty silence, but the echo didn't break. It just came back slightly altered, like it learned a new mistake. No truth to pin, no past to fix, just something slipping through the mix. And every breath I try to claim feels like it's speaking a different name. My shadow ain't my own, I see it don't belong entirely. No matter how I try to fight, it moves just out of my light. Oh, I turned, I tried to stand, but it never lost its hand. And every step I thought was real was something I don't get to feel. I stood still in perfect stillness, let the darkness take its shape. Tried to find where I ended and where it chose to break, but there's no seam I can discover, no division I can name. Just a quiet overlapping where we're never quite the same. And in that moment, slow and certain, with no distance left to hide, I stopped calling it a stranger and felt it deep inside. It ain't a thing that leaves you first, it's what remains when you disperse. Every part you leave unknown starts to move like it's your own. And shadows don't just copy light, they learn to bend it out of sight. So every step you think you take might not be fully yours to make. My shadow ain't my own, I know it was always part of the show. No matter how I tried to see, it was always merging me. Oh, I stopped, I didn't run, watched it move when I was done. And every line I thought was clear was something else appearing here. Now I walk without correction, and I don't ask what is real. Every movement has a question. I no longer try to feel. And if you ever see your outline acting like it's not your own, don't assume it's something missing. It might be what you've become.
The fire's gone, the ash is cold, the sky's done what skies are told. But something lingers in my skin, like it never lets me in. The wind moves through the empty frame, but nothing here feels quite the same. I washed them clean in river light, I scrubbed them raw through half the night, but every drop just came back wrong, like smoke still knew where it belonged. No matter where I turn or hide, it follows me from the inside. Not flame, not heat, not burning bright, just memory refusing night. The world looks normal, calm and still, but my hands don't know how to heal. I close my fists, I feel it there, like something's crawling in the air. And every breath I try to take just tastes like what I breathe. My hands still smell like smoke from that night, long after fire left the light. No clean escape, no truth to choke, just ash that never spoke. wash it off my skin, it only spreads it then again. Like every step I ever made just deepens what I can't evade. The mirror shows me standing there with nothing clean enough to spare. And in the glass I start to see what fire made of me. No wound to show, no scar to trace, just something time won't erase. The scent don't leave, it settles deep like something buried in my sleep. And every claim I try to keep still burns beneath my sleep. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No water clears, no truth to choke, just memory and smoke. Oh, I tried to pray, I tried to plead, but it stayed attached to me. And every breath I try to find still carries it behind. Say it fades with passing time, but time don't wash away a crime. It only teaches how to hide what still is burning inside. And even when the night is calm, I feel it crawl across my palm like something waiting to return for everything I learned. Not fire now, but afterglow, the part you never let go. It ain't the flame, it ain't the blaze, it's everything that never sways. Every choice we can't undo still clings to what we do. And smoke don't leave, it only drifts through all the places memory shifts, till everything you try to clean still knows what you have been. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and it's the only thing I see. No washing out, no final coat, just ashes mixed with hope. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it never went away. And every breath I try to keep still burns too deep. Now I don't touch, I don't pretend, I let the traces never end. No truth to fix, no past to break, just everything I can't shake. And if you ever feel that sign on fingertips that aren't quite fine, don't trust the air, don't trust the sky, or you'll know exactly why. The fire's gone, the night runs thin, but something never leaves the skin. And I remain where embers spoke, with hands that still smell like smoke.